What is up, everybody? We got a great show for you tonight. We got two exceptional cooks right now. One of them might be the hottest guy going right now. Yes, I said it again. Lots of guys out here. But you know what we got to do first? Let's get that 3-minute timer down. Here we go.
I'm Chris Davis with Cross Rifles Barbecue, and you're watching the So Smokin Gooder Show.
This is Tom Fuentes from Smoking Onions, and you are watching the So Smokin Gooder Show. Stupid beer, hey!
It's the what?
So Smokin Gooder Show.
It is the So Smokin Gooder Show. All right. Are you ready?
Yep.
You can handle this? Here we go. 3.
I'm First Class Barbecue Robert Smith, and you're watching the So Smokin Gooder Show.
You said it wrong, dummy. Do it again.
So Smokin Gooder Show.
One more time.
So Smokin Gooder Show.
I'm Phil Breeden, owner and founder of LC Barbecue, and you're watching the So Smokin Gooder Show.
Absolutely. What is up, Gooder Gang? It is time for the show. You know what time it is. It's a little after 8 o'clock on a Wednesday, April the 26th. Can you believe it? We're almost to May. What is going on? The cook-offs are heating up. A lot of competition throughout the state. If you're competing, I hope you guys are walking. It's been a good weekend all across the state of Texas. But what's up, guys? Welcome to the show. My name is Robert Rocha. I'm your show host, and I'm coming to you from the Bullhorn Barbecue headquarters in Cypress, Texas. Damn glad you're here. However you found us, whether you're on Facebook, a lot of you are. A lot of you guys are checking in on YouTube already. I love that. And do we have a Twitch person in yet? Do we have a Twitch person? We do. My boy Taz is in already. Yes, Taz checking in from Florida. So welcome to the show, everybody. You know, we gotta give a shout out to the Gooder Gang, and we'll do that in just a moment. But first order of business, give a shout out to We Branded Promotions. Check this out, guys. Let me put this other thing on here right here. Check this shirt out. Shout out to Julie Stanley and Dustin Stanley from We Branded Promotions. They put this So Smokin Gooder Show up shirt. You know, it says our tagline, shut up and listen. I hope you guys are. There he goes. I saw Bill Purvis checking it out. There it was. We Branded right there. Producer Ty is on it. I'll bring Ty on in just a second. But before we do that, let's do it. Let's get to the Gooder Gang right now. First in, my boy Carlos Calzada from Smokin Los Barbecue. Sup, Gooder Gang? Going to be a great show. It is. Erica Rodriguez, going to be a good one. A big hell yeah to My Pits R Burnin. All right, my boy Christian Contreras is back. If y'all remember Christian, I talked about him. He had was involved in a major accident. He's on the road to recovery. I believe he fired up his pit this past weekend. Christian, we're glad to hear that, man. All the best to you. And I appreciate you checking in, man. It's good. Good to see you. And he said congrats last weekend on the win. You're welcome. Just kidding. Thank you very much. Kendra is back. Is this? No, Kendra, welcome to the show. I think Kevin is bringing some new people to the show, and I'm loving that. I am loving it. All right, let's go. Daddy Dutch is back in. What's up, Daddy Dutch? Louis Gonzalez, our guest from last week, just trying to beat Carlos. Well, it didn't happen, my man. Michael Sistrunk, what is up? Trey's Barbecue. Taz, I just mentioned him again, checking in from Florida. What is up? Old Man's Backyard BBQ. Afternoon from South Jersey. This must be Larry. What's up, Larry? Welcome to the show. Jared McCrory, I hope you have recovered from me scaring the absolute crap out of you on Sunday morning. Harold Williamson, I'll tell you that story as well. But Chuck and Vanessa, how are you guys? Jeff Dennison, I got to hang out with Jeff this past weekend. Bobby Delgado, what is up? Tom and Belle Clark. Shout out to Belle Clark last weekend. She did a phenomenal job as the co-host. It was awesome, Belle. You did an amazing job. Good on you. Serge is back. This is the guy that binge watched every So Smokin Gooder show. That's a lot of shows, my man. Thank you very much. Tommy Hernandez. I bet he's here for Kevin. Ty Cobb checking in from the Tom Ball VFW, and he's backstage. I'll bring him on in just a minute. Producer Ty. Dean Henry, how are you? There's my favorite German, Uwe Braun. Joyce Regino's in the house. I think she's literally right next to Vince tonight. Johnny Mags checking in from the East Coast. What's up? Buzzed Barbecue. Trent Litchka. Sup, bitches? That's an ode to Aaron Leslie. Hi, Bree. How are you? She is checking in. Brianna V from Missouri, right? Missouri, Kansas. She's up there, but she's a Texan, so we got to have her. And shout out to her. She's doing something for this weekend. Bree, what are you doing for the NFL draft? I'd like to know. Who else we got. Josh Criddle, hello. Brandon Flores, what's up? Aaron Leslie, there he is. What's up, bitches? Aaron Leslie, Texas Oil Dust checking in. Clay Wright, Brisket Cases. I love it. I love the walk-up song. I love everything about that, Clay. Brian Camp, hello. Brian Underwood, what's up, buddy? How are you? Cheers to a great show. Congrats on the GC. Thank you, man. Kristen Flores, Jared McCrory giving me that. That was good. All right, there we go. Brenda Waters, what's up? I think we've got everybody. Yes, she's in KC, but a native Texan. Yeah. And Big Salinas Barbecue checking in. What's up, Gooder Gang? Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys each and every week for tuning into this show. It means a lot to me. If I could ask you guys to do something, if you're on Facebook right now, hit the like button. I believe it gets more eyes to this show. Hit the like button. If you're on YouTube, ring the bell, do everything. Of course, subscribe. And if you, Taz, I know he's already following, but hit that follow button. I appreciate you guys. Let's get the word out to this show. All right. I had a good weekend this past weekend. I went to the Tom Ball VFW. And it's been a little while. You guys know I'm on a little struggle bus right now. I've talked about this thing, a little struggle bus. It's cool. Been kind of middle of the pack of a lot of these contests I did, but I finally broke through again, and it was good to see. I was at the Tomball VFW. I was very consistent, had a consistent cook, and I wound up GCing the event. And I don't say that just to brag on myself, because I don't do that. But what I am going to do is show you the awesome Grand Champion trophy from the Tomball VFW. This has special meaning. It's a combat worn, like in combat worn boot. And that alone is special to compete at the Tomball VFW with honors and supports veterans. But what is extra special about this boot is that it is a combat boot worn. This is his personal boot that they had bronze. And let me tell you, this thing is heavy. This thing is super heavy. And it is worn by this guy. It's producer Ty's boot. It's his actual boot, worn in combat. Those who don't know, Ty is an Army veteran. Deployed quite times. Ty, this boot is special to me. It's always been special. It's always been just out of a grasp for me. But I was able to lock it down this weekend. Sure Shot Barbecue, congratulations. They were the RGC. Josh Hale, Stacy Hale was Sure Shot. They got a boot as well. They must have got the left side because I have the right boot. So talk about this, man. This is an amazing Grand Champion. It's so unique to the Tomball VFW cook-off, or that particular one, the Our Heroes Wear Combat Boots.
Right.
Tell me about this thing, man.
So Candy Baines, when she's the promoter for the Our Heroes and then the BBQ, so she asked me, I think it was like 4 or 5 years ago, if she could have a pair of my boots to bronze to give to the Grand Champion. I forget exactly who won it, but I think it was her boss. So I guess the meaning behind it is I joined the military in 1999, and I was in Kosovo when 9/11 happened. So being at Fort Campbell, the op tempo went, pretty quickly. So I deployed 7 times. I was in Afghanistan for 3 years, Iraq twice. I went to Djibouti, Africa. I've been to Kosovo, Egypt for a bunch of training exercises, and NTC and JRTC. All the military people know about that. Endless journeys down there. I was actually a guest OC for the last 5 years of my career at Fort Polk, Louisiana. So to say that these Our Heroes wear combat boots. Because I deployed so much, I actually, we got something called Rapid Fielding Initiative that we always had when we were, getting ready to deploy or come back from a deployment. So I have a lot of boots. So she started asking me, I think 5 years ago, and we've been giving them away for the last 4 or 5 years as the GC and RGC for the Our Heroes only.
Yeah.
So we did want it to be special. We did want it to be fun, and we did want it to be a sentimental. So I showed you earlier, but I actually have a pair of my original airborne jump boots that I got after I went to airborne school. She bronzed those for me, so they're sitting right here in my office as well. And I'll show those later. I'll get them when we get done. But it means a lot.
Awesome.
And when I heard your name get called, I was completely excited. You probably saw me going crazy in the chat. So I'm excited you got a pair. I'm excited that everybody that has them has a pair. So.
I didn't realize at the time that these were your actual boots until you commented, you won my boots. And so that just makes it extra special. Ty, you mean a lot to this show. Just in the 6 weeks that you've been on it, you've improved this thing. We're glad to have you, and I am glad to have one of your combat worn boots, bro. This is. So
you said you got the right one?
Yep, I got the right side.
So the Army sniper got the left one. See, that's good.
Yes,
that's
yes.
Excellent.
I was going to tell you right now, she made a comment, Stacy Hale, from one Army vet to another, the boot will be well taken care of. Sorry if y'all can hear my pups back there, but this is awesome, bro. It's going to be right back here on every show. We're going to be seeing this right here. So
we're getting a little the little plaque that comes on it showing all my dates and deployments that I went on. It's spelled overseas wrong, so we're going to get that redone, and we'll get that to you real soon.
Awesome. A lot of people are thanking you for your service, and I will too. Thank you for your service, my man.
Oh,
Carlos Calzada, he's got a little dig in there. Thank you for your service. Go Navy.
That's okay. Nobody's perfect. Go Army, beat Navy.
Army.
That's the way it should have said. That's a typo.
The Pit Father, Eddie Morales. Thank you for your service, Ty, and all the vets in the chat. Yeah, absolutely. Everybody that's here. This is awesome, man. But thank you for what you're doing for the show as well, man. You've been, like I said, a breath of fresh air. It's fun to just do this and know that, and you guys have seen where I'll highlight something that goes away. That's because he's already on it, or he highlighted something and it goes away. He's already on it. So we're just going to get better. Appreciate it. Hope you're having fun doing this. And
I look forward to it every week. Thanks, Rob.
Keep up the good work. All right. We'll get back with producer Ty because I want one of his backstage announcements whenever we get there. All right, buddy. Thanks, man. All righty. There he was. Oh, we did it again. We did it. We just did it. I removed him. He removed himself. And there it went. So that's pretty cool, guys. Yeah, I had a good weekend at the Tomball VFW. Shout out to everybody that got their name called, Candy and the whole crew over at Tomball VFW, and drink those like 6 times that I just said Tomball VFW and drink again. So yeah, good times out there. We had a good time in the bunker. I don't remember much past 10 o'clock, but that's why we do it over there. It's a good time. If you guys in Memorial, it's going to be the next couple legs of the Texas 6-pack. There's a double at the end of Memorial Day weekend, end of May. So it's like the 26th, 27th, I believe. Let me get the dates real quick. That will be May doubleheader, part of the Texas 6-pack. Yeah, it's Friday the 26th through the 28th. So Saturday's the 27th, Sunday the 28th. Get you in there and come hang out with us at the Tomball VFW. You will not regret it. It's a good time. It's a great venue. Lots of room out there. Big stage and the bunker with karaoke singing. And I might have sang 2 or 3 songs out there. So shout out to the Tomball VFW. All right. That was my weekend. Time to bring on the co-host of the evening. You were sleeping after 10. I know. And I got second win. I went back. Yeah, I went back. Belle, I'm surprised you remember that too, my lady. All right. Let's bring him on right now. The co-host for tonight, we've got Mr. Vincent Regino from Regi-Q. Welcome back to the show, my man. How have you been?
Going on, Gooder Gang? How's everyone doing?
Oh, you have to bring it up a little bit. I'm gonna pull Aaron Leslie and say,
I'm
"Come
always
on,
up,
baby.
man. I'm always up.
Get up, baby. Get up. You are the official."
How's everyone doing out there?
We're great, man. How are you doing?
Good, man.
Good.
Been busy.
You've been busy. Louis says, "What's up, Vince?" Louis, did you watch the Louis show last week?
I did. I watched the majority of it. I got in a little bit late, unfortunately.
For those that don't watch it live, you can go back and watch the replays. And
I tried watching a little bit. Tried watching a little bit during work, but still.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to turn your volume up or something. I can barely hear you. You got to get. Are you working too? Are you taking telemarketer calls right now?
Not right now.
I saw the mic.
This is Joyce's. I couldn't get my mic to work.
There you go. I can hear you now. There you go.
Okay. Sorry.
All right. I already played the clip. Phil, you're late. Get back. Go back to sleep. You can wake up in a little bit, and I will play. I will play the clip. So I talked to you last year. We just we've had you guys on. You and your wife Joyce are a strong team out there. I remember whenever we were talking about being the follow team, you were a up and coming team, and you're no longer up and coming. You have done very well. You're out there each and every week. Whenever you pull into a contest, I know that you are one to be, dealt with and watched, because you guys do it. Y'all bring it each and every week, and you guys are a strong team. Recently, y'all have split up a little bit, maybe not all the time, but it's a little bit. So when you guys do show up together, you guys are a force to be reckoned with. How has the initial, we'll talk about, when did you start again? It was like 2021?
Yeah. So basically we're going into our 3rd-year competition.
You're going into your 3rd year.
3rd year. Yep. So yeah, each year kind of ramped up. 2022 after the follow-up, we ended up 10th overall in CBA, 2nd brisket, 5th pork, overall on the state. So we had a really, really solid year. And now going into 2023, the bigger ones and a few of the KCBSs we plan on doing, we will be together. But she wants to give it a shot, see what she does on her own. And I'm fine to see what happens there. So it's been interesting so far.
Tell me the dynamics of when y'all cook together. Are y'all doing separate meats? You're hands on in each one, or y'all separated kind of the roles, or in what's going on there? How do y'all handle that?
No. So if we're cooking together, I'm cooking. The majority of the time, I'm the one cooking. If we're cooking together, she does a lot of the actual behind the scenes stuff. She's doing a lot of the seasoning on the inside the trailer. I'm literally sitting outside watching those temps. not doing, a lot else on the inside. I do some of the seasonings, but we have a very specific row from meat to meat to meat. So that I can't tell you everything, but we have a specific process.
Well, that's good. So y'all are kind of in both you guys involved, but you're doing most of the majority of the cooking when you're out there.
Yeah.
All right.
Her specialty is the finishing. So once we get going, once we get into the slicing and all that, I'm slicing and all that. Once it's kind of slicing on the board, I step to the left, she pulls the board to the right, and she's finishing going into the box. So that's really where she, if we bring in the closer, she's the closer.
Awesome. So you guys are located in San Antonio. For those that don't know, they're a San Antonio cook team. You guys are guys in the Central Texas area. Have a unique. You can go West Texas. You can go North Texas. You can go north. You guys are pretty centralized. Obviously, that's why we say Central Texas, right? You guys kind of. Do you have a preference? Not so much regions, but areas. You like going south? You like going east? Staying
not necessarily.
No preference.
No preference. I have an area that I don't want to cook in anymore. I won't cook in, like southwest Texas. I won't go like towards.
Why?
Man, we've been out there 4 times. We've had, I guess, 15 entries now, 16 entries and 1 call. Yeah, 3 of our 5 no call competitions out of 60 something have come from Uvalde. So that's just, I don't know what it is. We can't figure it out there. I don't know what it is.
I got my butt whooped in Hondo one year, and then I came back and did okay. So it's just,
see, Hondo's not too far west. Hondo's about 20 minutes from where I live.
That's true.
Once I go past Hondo,
Uvalde's only another hour away. That's not that.
Yeah, bad. And it's a weird area. It's a weird area for us. It is.
Is there a landmark in between Hondo and Uvalde? We're just like, all right, that's enough. We're turning back. No more.
Yeah, there's I don't know what it is, but you go up towards, I guess, the hill country where Concan hits. Yeah. That road right there. That's about. I'll go up north and pass, but I won't go in that area anymore.
That's it, and it's like it turns into no man's land. I'm done. I am.
Yeah.
Done.
Yep. Exactly.
That's
one area. But everywhere else, I'll cook anywhere else though.
Well, that's good. So you've been to the north side, right? What's furthest north you've gone?
Because
you got to travel north. I heard you say KCBS. We
are traveling north. We're traveling north. I guess we haven't really gone too far north. I guess Austin is probably the furthest north. Yeah, this year I think Austin's probably the furthest.
What is the pool? What's the draw to KCBS? What's the
We got hooked on the 30-minute turn-ins.
Oh, you did?
Oh yeah, we loved it.
Speaking of KCBS, look, Danny D's Memorial Classic right there. It's gonna be.
So that's on the list. We got one in a few weekends that I guess we could say now we'll be heading to Oklahoma in a few weekends.
Nice.
To try to get in on one of their states.
Well, good luck. How many KCBS events do you have under your belt? Did y'all do Cedar Park?
Yep. So that was our first one. And I think by the end of the year, I think we're aiming to have 7. So there'll be a little bit of traveling this year, a little bit more traveling than not.
So 7 total this year. Are y'all planning on going to the Royal?
Yes. Yeah, that includes the Royal as well. So, and then a few out of state ones. That's our goal. We want to compete out of state this year. So we'll see how that goes. After we're going to Texas or Oklahoma, but really, Oklahoma, it's a 7-hour drive. There's comps we've driven to that further than 7 hours in Texas. So that's kind of the closest going to get out of state wise.
So Danny has a question. How did y'all from Texas learn to cook pork so well?
I don't know. I just cooked it. If the flavor's always been there for us, it's if I hit the texture on the money muscle or not. If I hit the texture, we're good. If it's gone, it's mushy bad. If I miss it, I miss it bad.
Do you have a range that you like to pull it in?
I start feeling right about 200.
Mm-hmm.
I've had some that are done, and I'll pull them. So anywhere like 200, 206. I pulled one. We got a perfect score of the KCBS in Cedar Park, and that one I pulled at 211.
Nice.
And that one it just wasn't getting tender. and finally got tender. And man, when I was slicing, I was telling just like, man, that motherfucker's on. Like this is perfect pork, literally
211,
perfect.
you start getting into the scary range for me.
No, I know it just wasn't breaking. You know, I
Yeah.
took LC's class and he let me feel his forearm. He said it's got to be this texture, and so you know that's what I got it to.
You feel my forearm. That's a little tough. You got to keep going. If you feel mine, maybe Phil's, that's probably the perfect texture. Mine, you got to let it go about another 20 more minutes.
Yeah.
Just saying. But no, it's good. You had a lot of success in pork. Obviously, last year in brisket, second place team of the year. I see the big sign behind you. AJ Garza kind of ran away with it last year. Where are you got any sites? I know you so now that you're kind of doing multiple sanctioned bodies, are you having any sights on doing a points chase here in Texas at all?
No, not really, to be honest with you. Maybe
No
at the end of-
categories? You're not even looking at a category?
I mean, I'm still gonna cook very often, often in Texas. Right now, Joyce is gonna kind of take over the Texas side of things. Because I mean, the KCBS, I mean, they're not close, so I got to save my funds for the traveling aspect of it, and so we're gonna see her cook a bit more. But as far as the chase, no, I'd like to maybe, because there's a few KCBS I want to hit. Once we get past that, probably, mid to late October, I'll see where I'm at, and maybe I'll be like Kevin, hit 3 in a row, catch right back up. So
Ooh, Kevin,
we'll
Buzz
see.
Barbecue. Even though I'm not from Texas, or not on, he's not on the Texas scene. I kind of try and follow you guys for some reason because we know what we're doing. We've learned a little bit early on with pork. We were all learning, right? And so now, pork is a tough competition to win in. There's a lot of good pork cooks throughout the state of Texas right now, and hats off to CBA for introducing that to the Texas cooks, because a lot of teams will go up to the Royal or go up to do a KCBS run, and they are just as good. They're going to be hanging. I don't have
the world champions from Texas.
The world champion from Port, yeah, Ram Benitez,
Texas, yeah.
Two Brothers Barbecue. Good point. Thank you very much. The world
From
champion
the Valley,
right now.
like Rob says.
Yeah, he's definitely he's in the Valley. He's south of Bucky's on 59. He's in the Valley. But yeah, so the world champion is from Texas right now. Thank you for bringing that one up right there. That's why you're co-hosting tonight. You just need to liven up a little bit, bro. I need somebody to put a shot in you.
Nah,
is this too late? Is this bedtime?
Nah,
right now?
I'm always pretty chill, Rob.
you're always pretty chill. There he is. Rams checking in right now. Not the Valley. Sorry about that. That's a Roddy Trevino joke that I like to do. But yes, shout out to Ram right there. This guy is, look at that in his deal right there. The world champion in pork at the Kansas City American Royal KCBS. So yeah, I have no doubt you're going to go and do well. Anybody from Texas that goes and decides to do a KCBS run, they do well. I went up to, and I don't like talking, but I went to Kansas before the Royal, and I hit a 700 out there, and I was there was a lot of good competition out there, and I was wondering how our flavors would play, and they obviously play. So we doing well, cutting your chops down here. It's definitely going to play well when you go up beyond Oklahoma, northern Dallas, whatever the hell you want to. Dallas is Oklahoma. I'll just say that right now. Quit lying, Vince. I heard you a few decibels higher on some Coors Light. Yeah, man. Where's the Coors Lights right
it's
there?
It's the mic, man. I'm telling you, I'm speaking loud.
He's working.
To me, I'm speaking loud.
I think he's taking calls for Amazon right now.
Right.
Let's
QVC.
go. All right. Anything that we didn't touch on that you want to touch on? Oh, real quick. Your wife, Joyce, Smoking Grit, she has come onto the scene. I didn't know y'all cut your chops together, and it's fun to see her cook on her own. Yeah. How does that make you feel when she's out there just doing it, man?
Man, I cleaned the trailer whether she wins or not. So it nothing has really changed. Nothing has changed in our process. If she's the only thing that's changed is I got more meats to trim, because to me, I'm like, I don't want you trimming meats. Like, you got to make sure all the clothes is packed. You got to make sure the tanks are filled on the RV. Like, let me focus on this stuff. You focus on that. And I just load all the stuff. So nothing's really changed. Nothing's changed.
Are the different recipes, I hope?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's obviously similarities. I mean, she cooked me 60 plus comps, so it's hard to not say, hey,
Sure,
I'm
of
sorry.
course. Yeah. The techniques, I'm sure, are real similar.
But I tell her, like, it must be nice to have 50, 60 comps under your belt, and then be like, oh yeah, I am a rookie, and take
Oh, a
these
rookie
recipes,
team.
and
She won.
I'm just gonna add a little bit of this and add a little bit of that. I'm like, man,
double back-to-backs, if I'm not mistaken, right? She had two back-to-backs.
Back-to-back, yep.
Back-to-back GCs.
Back-to-back, yeah.
Trent Litchke has a good question. What's you and your wife's favorite categories? Are they different?
I think, man, honestly, my favorite category is probably pork, brisket, and then hers is probably chicken. Her favorite. I don't think the brisket. I don't know. She likes it, but she also doesn't. I don't know. It's her brisket's weird, man. Every time she picks it up, it falls apart. Like, I don't know what your deal is.
All right. Well, I just wanted to make sure I mentioned Joyce because she's a breath of fresh air. She's really fun to watch, and I love when you guys get calls. The excitement that you have going up there and running. There she is, right there, Smokin Grit. Yeah. Look at that logo. How you guys go up there and y'all are excited about every single walk,
especially the real high ones.
Especially the real high ones. Those are the ones that
those get me going real good.
Those are the ones. Yeah, those are fun, man. Hey, but nowadays appreciate every single walk because the 10ths and the 7ths and the 5s can add up. I think I had a 7, I had 2 5s and I had an 11th, a 7th, a 5 and a 4. So
yeah,
that and it won the contest with a lot of good teams out there. The more teams out there, the stronger the teams are out there, the less opportunity, the less walks it takes to get that chance to win. That makes sense. Correct. I think that makes sense. Yeah, I think that makes sense. She can cook some good ribs, says Calzada. What's up, Sebastian? Sebastian Bustos. What's up, baby? How are you? All right, you ready to put your co-host hat on?
Let's get it.
Let's get it. All right. Well, we're going to bring him on in just a second, right before a little sponsor roll. And check this out. Shout out to our great sponsors. RecTag, Cosmos Q Products, Summer Moreno, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, LC Barbecue, Eureka Heights Brew Company, Clark Compression and Components, Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation, Bristol Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads, Texas Original Charcoal Products, Danny Dietz Memorial Classic, Texas Oil Dove, Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics, We Branded Promotions, and the Barbecue Store in Hempstead. Thank you for supporting the So Smokin Gooder Show. Yes, I think you guys will like that as well. And I got producer Ty putting the sponsors down while we're doing the show. He's gonna be playing music later. This is awesome. Look at that, Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics, right there. All right, let's do it. Ty, I know, is on it. We're gonna bring on the guest of the evening. We got the co-host, Mr. Vincent Regino. Hopefully he'll liven up here in just a minute. I'm gonna pull Aaron Leslie on you. Come on, Vincent. Come on, baby.
I'm being lively.
All right, there we go. No, that's lively for you. Okay. All right, here we go. We got the man right now. Do it, Ty.
He put the hat on.
Smokin Gooder Show. Give it to him, fellas.
You're muted, Kevin. We can't hear you.
Boom. What's up, everybody?
Oh, there he is. He's got the hat, the shades. This man is feeling it. He's coming off 3 grand champions in a row. CBA contests, 3 grand champions in a row. He just recently won the CBA, the first annual or the inaugural CBA World Championship in Seguin. Beeville, would you RGC in Beeville at the Beeville Spring Fest?
Yes, sir. Sure did.
Damn it, man. You are having a season. I talked to this guy today, and he said something very highly of you. Look at that. Louis saying, Kevin, this guy gave you, and when this guy gives you compliments, it means something. I'm gonna play something real quick. Here we go.
I'm Phil Breeden, owner and founder of LC Barbecue, and you're watching the So Smokin Gooder Show.
And he said you are the
That was
hottest
perfect.
guy going right now. And it's hard to argue. Hard to, yeah, big pimping, Aaron. He's big pimping. It is hard to argue with the results, man. I was looking at the stats. Go ahead.
That's pretty awesome coming from Phil, man. He's a big dog, man. So
Phil is a big dog.
Yeah,
Phil
he
is a big dog. What's up, OG3 checking in? What's up, fellas? Well, yo, K-Dog. What'd I miss? Nothing yet. You just missed a Valley reference. Yeah, he's hot. He's hot. I'm looking at your stats right now. You are sitting in the second place in the CBA with 10 contests. You got a number one. Oh, and just go. In your 10 contests, 6 of them are top threes. You got a third, you got a second, and then you have 4 firsts. Then you got a 9th place. So 7 out of the 10 are in the top 10. I won't repeat the others, but you can knock those off pretty easily, especially with the way you're going right now. Talk about it, man. Let's first off, let's back up. Introduce yourself, Kevin. This is your debut appearance on the So Smokin Gooder Show. Congratulations. You've made the big time, my friend.
Thanks, sir. Thank you.
I'm totally kidding, guys. But he's made it on TV, fake internet TV. But go ahead, bro.
It's 15 minutes of fame right here.
There you go. No, it's about an hour. You'll be in here about an hour.
Oh, I'll get a little bit longer then. No, my name's Kevin Hernandez. My team name is My Pits R Burnin, and it's just basically a family team. Me and my wife do most of it. My son helped out in Stockdale the other day. He did pretty well. He cooked our brisket and ribs for us, so ended up getting a second and a third brisket, second brisket, third rib for his first time cooking. So
that's awesome. How that had to make you feel good. I love it when
yeah. That's you spend the time with him. It's the time that we get to spend together, and then to see him doing something that we both like to do. So
did you let him roll, or were you watching him, and how'd that go? Because that's pretty. You were coming off one already, and then you went to Stockton. Or was that the first of the 3 that you started?
That was first. That was first of the 3.
That was the first of the 3. His daughter's a better cook in the family. There's Steve from Kids Q Nation checking in. What's up, Steve? Yes, yeah. World champ. Joyce said world champ. I like the shirt. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's talking about drums.
I didn't get me one of those.
Quattro D drums. He's got drums now.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Best drums in the game.
I like best drums in the game. That's a big statement, my man. That's a big statement.
Good ass Joyce and Kevin.
There's Erica. Happy tears. I can say it. Happy fucking tears, Kevin. Yes, absolutely. Stockdale, Uvalde, and Jordanton. Those are the 3 that you've won. Miss Brenda Waters checking in. And I don't know. You and Brenda have something going on over there, apparently, because
she's been at every cook-off that I've been to.
Yes, she's been at every cook-off, and she keeps repeating. She made an announcement. 3 grand champions in a row. That's
I think
that's pretty strong.
She keeps on looking at the computer, man, when she's doing the scoring, and she's like, this can't be right.
Well, it was fun for me. I do the bull printing wraps and graphics wrap up recap. So I have to go and I look at every, CBA, IBCA, Outlaw, Lone Star, and I check out all the results, and then I put them on that sheet. Y'all have seen it. I've done this for a while now. And last week I didn't even have to change yours. I said grand champion. I was like, oh shit, cool. I didn't have to like take away the name and put another name in there. It was already there. It's like, so can I do it again? There's the guy. There's the man right there. Can I do it again, Kevin? Are you going to allow me not to change the name one more time? Where are you cooking this weekend?
Man. Is he cooking this weekend?
We're actually not cooking this weekend.
Okay, well then I'll have to change the name. Damn it! I was hoping to go for 3 in a row where I didn't have to change.
Yeah, 4 in a row. 4 in a row.
We're not cooking this weekend. We'll be cooking on the 5th.
Roddy's asking on the 5th. Bishop. That's where you'll be?
Bishop. Yep.
All right. There you go, Roddy. You got one. Mark that down. He's going to be in Bishop, Texas for the Bishop Wild Horse Desert Roundup. So talk about getting into this thing. What draw you to competition barbecue, man? How did you learn about this? How did you know about this? Were you with the team earlier, or how did it come about?
How'd you get your
No,
name, Kevin?
we've known for a while, you know, ever since Barbecue Pit Masters came out. And I think that's what put a bug in a lot of people.
Yeah, for
You know,
sure.
once that show came out, you know, but we just never took the plunge of actually doing one. So we went up one day and I said, you know what, we're going to do one this year. So we did, and we ended up going to Bucks and Barbecue for our first one in 2020. And there was like 100 teams there. And I was like, man, what the hell am I doing here? There's like so many teams here. I mean, big old trailers and big old barbecue pits, you know. And I was like, we'll see how we do. So, I mean, we ended up cooking and turning in, and I think we came in middle of the pack, like 50 something, which is not bad for our first.
No, it's very good.
I thought it wasn't bad. I was like, we're in the middle of the pack, so not bad. I'll take that.
Pretty
Hey,
sure that was actually my first comp too, Kevin.
We probably ran into each other at turning.
Probably
We just
did.
didn't know each other.
You probably didn't know. That was my first comp.
Well, do you remember your first call?
My first call was a chicken, actually a rib call in Concan.
So
we did the fall on the Frio, and we got our first rib call. It was a 10th place rib call, and at the time it was IBCA because CBA wasn't in yet.
And what's up, Kerry? Kerry Chastain checking in. He's from Hold Your Horses Barbecue. That's a KCBS cook, very strong KCBS cook.
Oh,
probably in the top 10 in the points chase right now, maybe top 5. Kerry, where are you at? They're sitting right now. That's a strong KCBS cook. We just talked about a little bit of KCBS, Kerry. But yeah, so your first call, obviously you remember that. You just mentioned it, but that got you. Did that hook you in already, or we already committed to this?
We were hooked on from after Bucks and Barbecue.
Yeah.
And then we had to wait because COVID hit, so we couldn't cook
Yep.
anywhere. We didn't know anything about Lone Star or anything like that. So we just waited till the following Bucks and Barbecue. We waited a whole year just to cook another.
Yeah, COVID kind of slowed everybody down.
Yeah, man, it left us there with the hook in our mouth and nowhere to go. So
during COVID, we only got to cook one time during COVID. I mean, everything was closed down.
Yeah, they had shut down everything, man. I was like, man, what the hell? We're all got our feet wet here, and now we can't do nothing.
Yeah.
So
Eddie's like, what's COVID? Carrie, number 3 currently in Team of the Year in KCBS. What's up? Good job, Carrie. That's amazing. And can you still not cook chicken? I guess he's figured out chicken because he would always hashtag I can't cook chicken, but I think he has figured that out. So Kevin, what's up? So 21 comes around. How many contests did you do last year? And did you find yourself chasing, or did you just cooking?
Nah, we were learning, man. We spent 2021 trying to figure everything out. We did about 4 cook-offs in 2021, and we ended up taking a class. We took Clarence Joseph's class.
Okay.
And 2022, we did, I think, 8 in 2022, 8 contests last year. And we got some hit or miss. We had some calls after the class. We started getting calls. We hadn't gotten a chicken call until that class. Like we didn't score anything on chicken. It was either rib or brisket, and nothing in chicken. And so naturally our focus went into chicken to try and get us a call in chicken. And we lost track of the other 2 meats trying to focus on chicken. So our chicken game came up really good. But then we lost the other 2 meats. So 2022, we did about 8 cook-offs and just finally started figuring things out. And then did a little bit of judging. We went and judged the Chupacabra Throwdown in 2021, which was kind of cool because we got to see a bunch of different flavors and the flavors people were turning in and stuff like that, and tenderness and stuff. So that was pretty helpful.
Yeah, so I've only counted. You said 8 in 22, 2 in 20. I didn't catch how many you did in 21. Only a handful.
We did 1 in 20 and 4 in 21,
and then 8. So 13, 13 prior to the season of this year, right here, 23.
Prior to the 10 that we have now.
Prior to the 10. Man, you're only 23 cook-offs in right now, bro.
Yeah.
That is amazing. That is strong. That sucks for a lot of us. We're in for quite a few of us that have been at it for a long time. 23 in. Yeah, I was might have had one grand champion under my belt at that point. But man, you've got 4 just sitting this year. What do you attribute that success to? Doing
there was some advice that I picked up at some of the cook-offs, just hanging out with some of the guys and listening. Shut up and listen.
There you go, bro. Shut up and listen. Right
and
here.
I got some advice from Matias Serrata.
Good guy. Good cook. Yeah, for sure.
He gave us some pretty good advice at the Chupacabra Throwdown last year, this past one. And then we ended up taking I got some good advice at the kind of the beginning of our chicken stages from Brian Crawford. We were struggling with chicken, and he's like, "Hey, well, what are you cooking it to?" I'm like, "Well, we're cooking it this for long and this." So he's all, "That's your problem."
So right what temp, Kevin? What temp did he say?
We're 174.
Okay.
We cooked at 174. Sure. But anyway, he asked how long we were cooking, and I told him like 2.5 hours. He's like, "Oh, well, that's your problem. Because if you're not cooking in under an hour, you're not placing."
Well, that's not true. But
well,
2.5 hours, though.
Yeah.
Man, I'd go to the movies and come back and turn that chicken in. That's a long time right there, bro.
Yeah. So
Kevin looks like my lowrider stick. I'm loving this crazy Theo look you got right here, man. Everybody's crazy ass Theo right here is Kevin. This look right here. We were talking about looks too. Me and Vince were just earlier before that, or not looks, but styles, right? Phil has that style with the green glasses. He's got his LC shirt. He's got the big baggy shorts. You are now bringing the fedora with the glasses. I'm loving this. I like this thing. I guess I stumbled into the short thing.
Yeah.
Vince,
I don't have
Vince.
Anything.
You don't.
Maybe the
Vince.
shotgun. Maybe the shotgun. I don't know.
The shotgun. Maybe. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I did partake in some shotgun.
Yeah.
Who
That's
else
the
has,
good luck charm right there.
Who else has some style out there, or something, or trying to participate, perceive some style? Like Bill Purvis, this guy. I think he opens his closet and he's got like 100 chicken fried shirts in there, and I love it, because he is unabashed, just chicken fried barbecue, man. And he put on
Kit
one of
Polk's
these shirts
got
the
his
other
own
day,
style.
and he did share it. What's that?
Kit Polk's got his own style.
That's
the style right there.
Yeah, he does.
Kit Polk doesn't have a style, but he has a style. I know what you're getting at. It's just,
You'll know it when you see it.
Yeah, you'll know it when you see it. He reminds me of one of those Peanuts gang members. I love Kit Polk. Robert Smith has his shirt. It's fun, man. Kit is a style. Yes, Kit is a style. Clay says you got it's true, man. You do. You got the Poe Meskin look right there, bro. This has already been a thing. But I'm loving it, man. I'm digging the style, and you're feeling it, man. You should be. You're sitting right now number 2 right now. You got 4 grand champions just this year. There's still way to go. Shorty shorts. Yeah, I know. I'm wearing some shorties right now. Yeah, you should be feeling it, brother. You should be proud of how you're doing it right now, especially only 23 contests in, which just blows my mind that you've had that much success right now in that little bit of time. So
we've had a lot of help.
You've had some help right now. So do you know where you're leading in the category? Are you leading any categories? Or you know where you're standing are right now? I mean, I can follow up right now, but I'm sure you know.
I'm in first in chicken.
First in chicken. Look at you.
5th in ribs. 14th in pork, but we haven't cooked a lot of the contests that we've been doing have been 3 meat contests.
Yeah.
So our pork's kind of low. But the last 2 contests that I've done with pork have been first place porks. So
my boy Renee Gonzalez, hashtag blowing smoke AP rub. We can't have a show without that. I missed it. Yeah, guys, if you have any other Stacy brought up a style, I'm gonna highlight that real quick. Reagan, yeah, absolutely. Barefoot Reagan. And tequila at 9:22. Josh Hale, her husband, has the socks going. I like that. I like that look.
Hideaway has a sleeveless shirt.
Oh, Hideaway's got the sleeve.
Yeah.
He has one of these shirts, and I said, I'm going to be very disappointed if you don't cut this. You cut the sleeves off and send me a photo so that we can highlight those right there. Yes, Danny Regan has started wearing duck boots with his purple shirt. Trying to think if y'all have anybody else that's got some that you guys think of some style out there. He's got something going on. Willie Richards has this.
Yeah, there he is right there.
There he is right there. Speaking of Bill Purvis, right there, Willie Richards has the sock game going for sure. What's up, Pavia? Pavia is checking in right now. And they, oh, here we go. Here we go. A bunch of folks from South Africa bought a sod farm for our little town. Where are you at, Buzzed Barbecue? Where are you at right now? And they all wear the shorty shorts, the nicest people you ever meet. Yeah. Yeah. Randall checks his sleeves.
Rob would like to see that.
Bill Purvis got style.
He's got one style.
Hector Cantu from Barbecue Holla apparently farts at every cook-off at 10:13. It's a specific time that he does that. So no, I'm digging the style, man. I'm digging it. I think more people should try and incorporate that, man. Do it. Go out there, own it, have some fun with it. It's a good time, you know.
Kevin, I got a question for you, man.
Yes.
Where'd you get your name from? I don't think I've ever even asked you that.
Oh man,
My Pits R Burnin.
Yeah, we were thinking of names, man. I've always liked something that's funny. You know, we were coming up with a name, and I told my wife, "Hey, what about my pits are on fire? Like they're on fire, you know?" And she's like, "I don't know. It sounds good." And then so I was gonna go with that, and then when I put it in, I was typing it up in my laptop and stuff, trying to make it look cool. And I ended up going with burning instead of fire. And I was looking, it's like, man, that's not the name I came up with. I thought it was a different word. And it ended up, I was like, I'm just gonna leave it like that. I think that's what I thought of. So we just kept it at that. And every time they announce the name out at a cook-off, it sounds like my pits are, like they're saying my pits is burning. Especially at the Uvalde Briscoe one when Wade set it out for when we got that chicken call, man. He made it sound so funny that, dude, I couldn't help but laugh when I heard it. And every time they call it, I hear people when I get up and walk, people are laughing at the name.
I tell you what, Kevin, I took notice of you at the where were we chatted a few moments. Hondo, the Chupacabra throwdown.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Chupacabra throwdown. I came and visited with you for a little bit. I was, interested in that trailer. That was pretty cool. You got a cool ass trailer that, folds out with beds. It's a toy hauler. It's unique. I still haven't to this day seen one of those out there. You guys haven't seen his trailer, go check it out. It's a big red trailer, toy hauler. But that's when I first took notice of you. And then the next weekend we competed against each other at the let's see how you did at Chupacabra.
Uvalde.
No, I was looking at his stats.
Horrible.
Did you get okay?
It was horrible.
I won't look at that anymore. It's your 10th out of 10 right now. But I did, and then of course in Uvalde with that big second place chicken call, that was pretty amazing. In that field, 150 teams out there with who all is out there. Wade's crew always does a great job at the Uvalde cook-off. And I do have new logos. He sent me new logos this week. So that's going to be December 8th and 9th this year in December. So make sure you make plans to go out there to Uvalde and participate in that one. That's a good one. Vince, you've done it. Are you going to do it again, or is it past Concan? Come on, bro. Come on.
Yeah,
don't be like that, Vince.
We'll see this year. Maybe that one only. But I don't.
You got to go to the Briscoe.
Yeah, no, the Briscoe one. Yeah, probably just that one.
Well, that's the limit right there. Briscoe and
who got first rib?
Turn around. First rib was, I guess, Roddy. Roddy got first rib.
Who got first chicken?
That was me. I got first chicken that day. But second place chicken was Kevin, man. Kevin got a big second place chicken, which was awesome, bro. And it was great because we had just met. And I was like, I just talked to that guy the other day, and I was like, it was great to see you out there and your whole family reacting. It was a good time right there. And then, it's just awesome. It's awesome to see new blood coming into the scene, into the, the barbecue life, and seeing you out there and having immediate success is just, like I said, mind blowing. Vincent was a big part of, when I was doing the power rankings. I've only done 3, and he's like, Kevin should be on it, man. Kevin should be on it.
I thought that was the BCS poll, man.
This was
like, man.
He was a Division II at the time. Now you're back. You're in there. But it was before that.
I was a B teamer. I was a B teamer.
It was before that 3 championship. I mean, think about it. You were only at that point 15 contests in.
Yeah.
And so, I'm looking at this, but Vince is like, man, Kevin, where's Kevin? Where's Kevin? And so, and then you went on that 3 grand championship run. I was like, man, this Kevin's in. How'd you feel about that when you saw your name on the power rankings? It's just something that is cool. And amongst those teams that you're up there with right now in Texas.
Yeah, that's
Phil.
Cool,
Phil said, you should have knocked off Bill.
I don't know, man. Those 2 guys they're strong, man. They're hard to beat. They're so consistent all the time, and they've been doing it for a while. They do it on a weekly basis, so they kind of know. Dude, I'm still new. I haven't experienced the whole problem of if something happens, what am I going to do to fix it?
The adversity.
Yeah,
it's coming. It's coming. I guarantee it. But
I'm sure it is.
You just mentioned a bunch of names that have helped you along the way, so I think you'll be okay. And you've definitely figured it out for sure.
Well, we took Phil's class in January, which
Phil's forearms too.
Yeah, so that's what kind of put us in perspective there. Like the light bulb came on after that class.
Is that when you felt the forearms?
That's when I felt the forearms.
It's about this right there. Fred Robles, world champion, checking in right here. What's up, Fred? Renee, I don't even want to talk to that guy anymore. Who's that? I don't know who he's talking about, but yep, I'll never go back to Kingsville. I know he's talking about Roddy. Talking about Roddy, bro, you're a real consistent cook. 3 weeks straight, bro. We know you're walking in every category. Did you catch the show last week, Kevin?
I did, yeah.
With Louis, and he was like, well, he was talking about where to go, and he's like, well, I'm going to go follow him right there. I said, so you don't want to win? Did you catch that? Did you catch that? No,
I think somebody else told him that too.
Louis, for those who didn't catch it, Louis with DD Barbecue, and if shout out to Louis, who was our guest last week with DD Barbecue, and we got to learn what DD Barbecue actually stands for. We're not going to announce it right now, but we got to learn what DD Barbecue actually stands for. But he will be our follow team for 2023.
Louis is a good guy, man.
Louis is a great guy. And it was great to see his kid win first place, and Louis ran.
Dude, that was pretty much the highlight of that cook-off right there.
That was awesome. Don't be scared of the desert, Louis. Come to Bishop, Louis. He's talking to you. But man, that was yeah, Renee's got it. No, that's not it. That's not it, Renee. And those are still too small, Renee. Come on. Come on, bro. Make them bigger. Make them bigger. But so he will be our follow team for 2023. We'll be checking in with him quarterly. We'll see how he goes until the end of the CBA standings, because he did say he was going to follow CBA and run points in CBA. He's sitting in the top 10 right now. This is a first-year cook, and we got to meet him last year. And so it's going to be fun to follow and watch his journey as he grows, because he's going to continue to grow. And he's already doing well right now. He's got a couple.
He's doing very well right now.
Got 2 or 3 RGCs under his belt already, and so it's gonna be fun to follow him. I love following new teams. I love seeing, like I said, new teams come in to the sport in infusing some of us older guys, I guess, that have been doing it for a little while, and just putting it in perspective, about how, hey, I used to say I'd like just one call, then you got to, I want to win the damn thing. I still want to win everything, but I need to be appreciative of those calls, right?
It's like, so hard, right? It's
never. Yeah, you always want at least 2 calls until you don't have any. You're sitting there first and saying, like, man, I got a chance, and then like, man, that 10th would have been real fucking nice right now.
Yeah, CBA needs to move east. Well, let's go, Kerry. Set it up for us, baby. We will come out that way. Yeah, I've said that on the show before. We're like, yeah, I don't want to call right now. I don't want to hear my name yet. And then first comes and it's not you, and you're like, oh shit, I wish I would have heard my name.
Last year when we were chasing, there was a few calls where I'd be like, damn it, or something, just like, hey, like, Don't say that out loud. People don't get calls every day. You just got 3 of them. They don't help you.
Dude, I'm still waiting for my name to be called first, like at 10th place, and I don't really care. It's just like, come on, just a call.
Fred said, "Who am I calling old? I'm calling me old, and you. You've been at it a while, Fred. But you're Fred. I was shocked when I figured out how old Fred was. Fred's a young guy,
like in his mid-40s.
He's not in his mid-40s.
No, he's like what, upper 30s.
Something like that.
I think he just turned 40. Fred, did you just turn 40 or 39? I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He's 39.
Dang.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't look a day over 44. I'm just saying. Good job, Fred. Good job. So what's up next for Kevin? What are you doing here? How's the rest of the season play out for you? Are you going to be obviously running some CBAs?
Yes, sir. We're doing all CBAs pretty much. Trying to chase points this year and see how we can do for the year.
Man, you're like I said, this is where you feel good right now. I'm just saying, you feel good right now. Vincent knows. There's going to be some teams that are going to come up out of the like, oh shit, okay, here's a run here. Just like you had a run right now. There's going to be other teams that make runs, and then they're going to pop in and pop out and pop in, and then they're going to. At the end, it's at the end of it, it's just beating yourself, right? Beating your previous scores. So you're trying to knock off that 7th place down the line. You're trying to knock off that 6th place, and you're trying to get all of your top. You want to be in at least top 5s if you want to have a chance to win. You probably need
all 10 to be in the top 3. Even I was 10th last year, and all 10 were in the top 3.
Wow, that is. Yep.
Well,
and that's it.
I'm trying to collect as many points as I can right now because June, July, August, it kind of slows down a little bit. There's not a whole lot going on for cook-offs in those 3 months. But then September, October, November come on really strong. So if we can try and get as many points as we can before then.
All right, so here's where we get to a fun part of the show. You're not going anywhere right now. We're gonna do our Mount Rushmores. This is something that Jared McCrory from Barefoot Cookers, and I do have a funny story about Jared, and I will tell that after we do the bull printing wraps and graphics wrap up recap and the upcoming event segment, and then we'll do another quick sponsor spot. But you guys have about 5 minutes to go get a break, go use the restroom, do whatever you want. We're gonna come back. We're gonna finish the show. We're going to talk about your Mount Rushmores of barbecue. These are people that have influenced you or people that you look up to or some of these top 4s you want to put on your Mount Rushmore of barbecue. I announced mine last week. I'll redo it for those that missed it. I bet Regi-Q won't shotgun a beer for the world to see.
You bet the wrong person.
Oh, well, he'll do that when we get back.
Pull a beer out already.
I got one right here.
Well, you better save that one for the shotgun, Vincent. Kevin, again, thanks for joining. We're not done yet. I want you guys to take a quick break. We're going to do the wrap-up recap. We're going to do the upcoming event segment, and then we will come back to you guys, and we'll talk about the Mount Rushmores. I was going to do, if anybody wants to be brave, let's rate my box. Rate my box. So if you want to do a full, just a straight scores for your appearance scores, send it to me on Facebook Messenger, and I will post it up there, and we'll let people rate it. We'll let the whole Gooder gang give it a 9, 10, 8, 7. That's about it. I didn't say those in order, but 7, 8, 9, and 10. We can rate it. If you have one you're questioning about, you're going to be so brave to put it out there, send it to me. I think we got one brave person out there. So let's rate your box. Send it to me, and I'll put it up there, and we'll rate it. So just on appearance only, because obviously we can't taste it or tenderness. All right, so you guys take a quick break. I'm going to do the bull printing wraps and graphics wrap-up recap, and I'll do the upcoming event segment, and then I'll come right back to you, okay? Say yes. Good? All right, here we go. All right, y'all go take a break. Nerds Kevin. Oh, there he is. Oh, Ty. Put him out. Kick him out, Ty. There he is. And I got to give a shout out to producer Ty. Ty is checking in from backstage. There he is right there. What's up, Ty?
Not much. Everything's going good back here. I do have every week I see this parallel, if you think about it. In the military, you got the vehicles, so you got to have your vehicles good with the cookers. You got your equipment, so you guys got to get meat. We got to get ammo. You guys got to get meat. The equipment we have, weapons and all that kind of stuff. Y'all got your pits, whether it be offset or drums, and that's so dynamic, the different kind of weapons. I love this, man. I love seeing the inside, and I'll psychoanalyze anything, so I'll keep doing it. But thanks for letting me check in.
I love it. There he is. Bell's checking in. My hero. Yes, producer Ty. I got his boot last weekend. I'm very happy, very proud of this boot right there. Love it. Love it. It's one of my more cherished trophies that I've won. All right, let's do it. Let's go with the bull printing wraps and graphics wrap up recap, and then we'll talk about the upcoming events segment. So here's first up. Lots of cook-offs. I'll count them in a moment, but here we go. We got 6 in the CBA right here, Champions Barbecue Alliance. The Texas Shootout Barbecue at Wild West. The grand champion, you know how I do it, guys. The grand champion was this man right here, Mr. Aaron Leslie from Texas Oil Dust.
Well, hello there. How you doing? I'm Aaron Leslie with Texas Oil Dust, and today you're watching the So Smokin Gooder Show.
Absolutely, the RGC George Valerio Big Daddy G's Barbecue down in Brownsville. At the Brownsville Police Officers Association, the grand champion Mario Benavides from Chillin' and Grillin'. The RGC was EJ De Leon from Los Buzzards. Over in Clute, the JD's Give Back Festival, the grand champion was Ed Romero from Runaway Cookers. The RGC, Seth Henriksen, Strictly, Texas. The inaugural Boys and Girls Club Cook-Off, grand champion Chuck and Oki Salinas from Arequesal. And the RGC was Mr. Fred Robles. I don't have a video for Fred, but he is in the comments, Mr. Hand Model himself. And the 6th annual All Fired Up Barbecue Cook-Off grand champion, Kevin Hernandez. That guy right there. Say hi, Kevin. There he is right there. Kevin Hernandez, My Pits R Burnin. RGC, Jacob Carizales from Smoking Down South. And our heroes wear combat boots. The grand champion, some slouch named Rob Rocha from Bullhorn Barbecue. And the RGC was my good buddy Josh Hale, Sure Shot Barbecue, another veteran. Don't do that, Ty. Don't do that. All right, let's go over to the IBCA. IBCA, we got the Bexar County Junior Livestock Show Barbecue grand champion Charlie Rule. Going South Barbecue. This guy's a solid cook. RGC, Tara Mihowski from Backward Jacks. Congrats, Tara. And they got the KCOC Triple Heat Barbecue Cook-Off grand champion Dwayne Garber from Mid-Coast Cookers. Is he still with Breggy Bomb? Dwayne, I think, is with Breggy Bomb. Alex Bregman. All right, the RGC was Grady Speed from Grade A Barbecue. We got the Marina Village Camp and Cook, the grand champion, Mr. Race Crew Drum Smokers himself, Mr. Jason Sagmiller. The RGC, Sean Moore from Chasin' More Smoke. And over to the Papalote Volunteer Fire Department Annual Cook-Off, the grand champion, Richard Vargas Pinch. I should be saying that better, of Migra. RGC, Zach Smith from Meat Locker Misfits. All right. We're going to go over to Lone Star. Sorry, guys. They did not post the results. Anybody knows what happened in Lone Star, put it in the comments, and I will be sure to say their name. But as of this morning, they were not posted. And over in the Outlaw Barbecue Association, there we go. The Terrell Heritage Jubilee Grand Champion Terry Blunt from 3B Barbecue in the RGC. He is in the top 10 of the So Smokin Gooder Show Power Rankings. Mr. Ricky Bocanegra from We Dem Boys. Yes. All right. That was the bull printing wraps and graphics wrap-up recap. Shout out to Cheeto and Mary Musquiz with bull printing. If you have any needs for wraps, vehicle wraps, trailer wraps, if you have signage, stickers, decals, anything you want, they can get that done over to bull printing wraps and graphics. All right, next up is going to be the upcoming events segment, sponsored by the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads in Uvalde. That's going to be held December 8th and 9th. Make sure you make plans to attend. That's going to be at the Uvalde Convention Center. I believe that's what it's called. It's a great venue, lots of concrete, Wade Carpenter crew do a phenomenal job. This weekend in the Champions Barbecue Alliance, we've got 2 events. The Knights of Columbus, number 3201 Barbecue Cook-Off in Liberty, Texas. And in Lampasas, Mike Olson. We talked about Mike as a promoter last week on the show. We got the LTX Barbecue Cook-Off and Rodeo Cook-Off in Lampasas, Texas. That little Texas icon indicates that it is a state championship. So if you are chasing states in the CBA, there is one this weekend, and that's going to be in Lampasas, Texas, LTX Barbecue and Rodeo Cook-Off. Over in the IBCA, and again, there was no designation, so I'm not sure if any of these are states or any of them are not. Are they all not? I didn't see any designation. So if I'll read that in a minute. I didn't think Lone Star Cook-Off made sanction. Okay, thank you, Stephen. That's why there was nothing. It did not make sanction. That makes sense. All right, over in the IBCA, the annual Freestone County Go Texan in Fairfield, Texas. We got the Bob Wills Day Barbecue Cook-Off in Turkey, Texas. That's cool. Never been to Turkey, Texas. We got the Buda Lions Country Fair in Buda, Texas. We got the Chris Velasquez Memorial Cook-Off in Sinton. And we've got the Smoke on the Water in Port Neches, Texas. So those what's going on in the IBCA. They got 5 events this weekend. Over in Lone Star, we got the Goat and Barbecue Cook-Off in Goldway, Texas. We got the German Fest in Munster, Texas. And we got the Runnels County Film Festival in Bollinger. So 3 events. The Goat and Barbecue is a state championship, as indicated right here. And then we got the Outlaw Barbecue Association. There he is right there. Producer Ty on it. Smoking for Limbs in Emory, Texas. That is the state championship. And we got the Freedom is Not Free spring event in Granbury, Texas. That is also a state championship. So if you guys are chasing states, there's 1 in Lone Star, 2 in Outlaw. I see OG3 is in the comments. Oscar, if you could designate that on y'all's website. If they are states, I will gladly put the state icon on there, but I'm not going to search the flyers for them. So there you go. That's what's going on in the Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads upcoming events segment. So all right, well, let's do a quick sponsor spot real quick. Shout out to our great sponsors, RecTag, Cosmos Q Products, Summer Moreno, Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, LC Barbecue, Eureka Heights Brew Company, Clark Compression and Components, Texas Chrome Heroes Foundation, Briscoe Ranch Cook-Off at the Crossroads, Texas Original Charcoal Products, Danny Dietz Memorial Classic, Texas Oil Dove, Bull Printing Wraps and Graphics, We Branded Promotions, and the Barbecue Store in Hempstead. Thank you for supporting the So Smokin Gooder Show. Hey, Gooder Gang, is that music too loud? Can y'all hear me when I'm giving the shout outs to our great sponsors? Speaking of which, shout out to producer Ty. He has been highlighting our sponsors throughout the show. I appreciate you doing that, Ty. It means a lot. And if you guys want to sponsor the show, we've got more opportunities coming up. We're going to be ending this thing June 30th. So if anybody wants to renew, please do. If anybody wants to join us as a sponsor of the show, they have an opportunity to do so. Send a message over to Rob at bullhornbbq.com and we can get you some information on how to do that. So thank you to our sponsors. Thank you to producer Ty for highlighting those guys. And I hope, and let me know if y'all can hear the sponsor roll. Yeah, Oscar, on your website. Yes, on your website, please put a note if it's a state championship or even like an asterisk or something that lets me know that is a state, and I will gladly put that state icon on there. All right, let's bring our guest on. Let's bring our co-host first, Mr. Vincent Regino from Regi-Q BBQ. He did unmute himself. There he is right
unmuted.
There. Oh,
I'm ready to go.
He's ready. There's no after show tonight, people, but we're going to do one right here. And we got Mr. Kevin Hernandez from My Pits R Burnin, coming off 3 GCs. We got to meet Kevin a little earlier in the show. Kevin, what'd you think, man? How you enjoying this right here?
I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it.
All right. Vincent's going to do a shotgun for us. And Vincent, when do y'all do these shotguns? So people that want to join you guys.
Yep. So we don't drink on Saturdays. We're one of those teams. So after brisket, right?
That's your problem.
No, that's everyone else's problem.
That's what I tell Bill. I was like, Bill and Fred. I was like, this is so unfair. You guys aren't.
That's
drinking.
what people tell me. Like, if you're not drinking, you're cheating. I'm like, I don't know about that. Well, all right. So everyone coming in second.
There he is. Oh shit! Too long, man. Too long. There it was. There he was. Kevin, do you drink on Saturday?
I do not. Not until the shotgun.
Not until the shotgun. The shotgun is when? After the final turn-in?
After brisket turn-in.
After brisket turn-in.
After brisket turn-in.
And is that generally at your camp, Vince?
Yep. Yes, sir.
All right. So if you guys are at a contest with Vincent and Regi-Q, after brisket turn-in, you can get a shot. If you're with Reagan at 9:22 in the morning, you can get a shot. And if you're hanging out with Booyah Barbecue, which is Danny Regan and Bullhorn, so Hell Yeah and Bullhorn together, we're a Booyah. You can get a beer with us at 10 a.m. That's when we give our little 10 a.m. toast. And if you're with Ledbetter, 9 a.m. He's a little earlier. I like it. It's good. All right, here we go. Carlos got his ready. Carlos, did you join them right there? I like it. All right, so we're going to talk about the Mount Rushmore. You guys' Mount Rushmore of barbecue. Yes, I agree, AJ. That took a little time. Vincent, come on, bro.
I don't open them like him though.
I don't know. AJ Garza right there sitting first place brisket last year. Congratulations. I'm not sure how he's doing this year in the brisket category, but I'm sure he'll be up there at the end of the year. All right, so we'll start with the who wants to go first? Anybody want to go first with their Mount Rushmore of barbecue?
I'll go first. I mean, I was kind of struggling with it because I haven't been in it very long, so my people are kind of newer, I guess. But for me, my 4 are Getting Basted, Brad Leininger, Fred Robles, Robert Smith, and number 1 on my list is Kit Polk.
Getting Basted, Robert Smith, Kit Polk,
Fred Robles. Yep.
Fred Robles. All right, that's a strong one right there, brother.
Yeah.
What's
that's the
you want to give a little insight as to
so those 3? So Fred. So just kind of getting into. I mean, Robert Smith and Getting Basted were kind of all over when I started, and so they were just kind of common people I saw. And then Fred, when I started, researching a bit further, and I started looking at IBCA results and whatnot, just randomly clicking old years, his name and Kit's name kept popping up often, especially with the Lone Star ones. And so, man, those are just easy for me. And then obviously when you start coming up, and like Fred, when I started coming up, Fred wasn't competing as much, and right now he's competing pretty often. But Robert Smith was Getting Basted. He's still competing a lot. And Robertson would whoop my ass every weekend. And so Kit for a while there too. So and then obviously just seeing the history that Kit has with Texas barbecue. I mean, you can't, it's undeniable. The consistency, we talk about, I wish I could win 4 or 5, GCs a year. He's going to win, 7, 8 GCs a year, no matter what, with as much as he competes. So those are my 4.
Those are solid, bro. Very, very solid picks right there. Can't argue with any of those guys. Brad Leininger, he's doing it. He's doing it right now. He just recently with Tim won Memphis in May. He's won the Royal. I'm sure he's won the Royal. He's a great cook. He's consistent all over. Kit Polk, a legend.
That KCBS one that I was at as well.
Okay. Kit Polk is a legend. Fred Robles, fast becoming a legend. I put Fred on my Mount Rushmore last weekend, for those that don't know. So Fred, for what he's done for Texas barbecue in general, and going up to the Royal and putting our flag up in there and doing that for us. Fred's up there as well. And Robert Smith, can't argue with Robert Smith. Guys, just keeps going. And that guy is a beast, man. He travels each and every weekend doing this. He's also has a restaurant as well. So none of those you can argue with, man. Congratulations on your picks. I think they're great. Is this about meat? This is all about meat. There's my buddy Brian from Roanoke Weaponry, a federal firearms license company. If you have any needs for firearms, check out Roanoke Weaponry right there. There he is, and he'll get in touch with you. He can clean your guns. He can do it all. All right, Kevin Hernandez. Who's on your Mount Rushmore of barbecue, my man? And I like this perspective because you, like you said, you just came in 20, cooked a little in 21, cooked a little in 22, and here you are right here just killing it right now in 23. So I'm excited to hear your Mount Rushmore barbecue.
First one is going to be Ernest Cervantes. He's pretty much, like a legend. What he's done and where he's from. He's from Texas, So he's going to be my first one. Second is going to be Fred. Just all the accomplishments that Fred had and how young, everything he's done for just Texas barbecue in general. And then the last two are hard, man. As so many people you want to try and put on there, especially as new as I am, there's a lot of really good cooks out there that would be on the Mount Rushmore, But when I was coming in, it was Robert Smith was on my radar. Like that dude was top notch,
It was the shirt at awards,
World Food and all that stuff coming off of World Food Championship. And
couldn't be beaten ribs that year.
Still can't. 2 years in a row.
True.
CBA Cook of the Year.
Yeah, 2 years in a row in ribs. Robert Smith, back to back.
And it's just a really nice guy. I mean, I met the guy in Poteet for the first time, and he didn't even know who I was, but he got up and talked to me like he's known me for all my life, So really cool dude. And the last one, dude, it's a really it's a real hard toss up between Matias and Phil, and it's I don't know which one to pick, but they both got me pretty much where I'm at too. So it's just hard to pick either one. I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings on which one, but
got to pick one. This ain't a top 5, baby. It's a top 4.
Yeah, top 4.
As Aaron Leslie would say, come on.
Well, I'd have to probably go with I don't know.
Damn.
I'll go with Phil.
All right.
He kind of.
Man, did you hear that, Matthias? Man, he picked Phil. Damn.
Matthias, he's in that little shop before you go up to Mount Rushmore as the first runner up. He's got a little monument trophy right there. Come on, let's go. That's exactly.
My first runner up was Ernest. Ernest was on my list right here on my journal.
We ain't got all night.
Yeah, so I was like, nah, I'm gonna have to leave Ernest just because when I came in, he wasn't competing as much. So that's who I kind of followed.
Yeah. So for those that didn't catch it last week, I will repeat mine. I had Fred Robles, and I mentioned that already. He went up to Kansas City, and I said it earlier. We're Texas is obviously a barbecue state, but people, I said it again last week. North of the Wall, that's a Game of Thrones reference. They think KCBS or Kansas City barbecue is it, and I respect their cooks and I respect what they do. But we got a lot of good fine cooks down here, and Fred went up to Kansas City, and he put our flag right in the smack of that KCBS American Royal. So Fred Robles is definitely on my Mount Rushmore. Ernest Cervantes, man, this guy's done a lot. He's inspired a lot of people to go out there and cook. He's out there at the time when I came through, Ernest was cooking each and every week. He was just a great guy to talk to. Are you guys frozen? Can y'all hear me? Okay, you're moving. All right. Ernest was somebody that I looked up to, and Ernest took the time. Whenever I said last week, me and Case and Diane were in Pleasanton, Texas, and Ernest came over to our camp and just took 10, 15 minutes and just talked to us about his journey in barbecue. I already known him from Barbecue Pitmaster, so it was a big influence for me to just get started in this thing, watching that. So Ernest for sure is on my Mount Rushmore. Phil Breeden helped me a lot in my barbecue journey. He and I feel like we've come up together doing this thing. Phil is just a beast, man. This guy cooks each and every weekend, and he's coming up with his injections, his rubs. He's just a innovator in barbecue right now with some of what he's coming up with. So Phil Breeden is on mine as well. And the last one is the GOAT. People say the GOAT of barbecue, Darren Worth. He's from Iowa, of all places. But this guy's been to the Jack. He's won it. He's been to the Royal. He's won it. He's been to Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. Won it. This guy, for those who don't know Darren Worth, you're going to get to meet him. He's going to be on our show in 2 weeks. We've got Chris Schaefer from Heavy Smoke Barbecue, and we've got Darren Worth, the GOAT, going to come on our show in 2 weeks. That's breaking news to those that have not heard. He's going to be on our show May the 10th, I believe. Go ahead, Ty.
Hey, could I quantify something I said last week too about my Mount Rushmore? So I said Dave Holloway from the Tomball VFW, for obvious reasons. He was my home cook team. He passed away. Rest in peace, Dave. So he was on my Mount Rushmore. And then I put War Pig on there because of Dennis being a veteran. And I wanted to quantify this. None of my Mount Rushmore is based on how good cooks are. It's more based on what I see them do for like the culture of cooking. So,
which is important, 100%.
Right. I don't know anything about cooking. If like dishwashers, I would put like Sean Uhouse on my Mount Rushmore of dishwashers, but JC's Good Old Boys because of what they've done for this sport that I've seen for the Tomball VFW to get them involved. And then who is my last one? Oh, Bullhorn. It's not for the reason you would think that you're on my Mount Rushmore. It's not because I'm on this job. It's actually, as the producer, and it's not because I met you so many years ago and just liked your style. It's because of you helping that kid in a kids queue last year that made me really endear myself to you even more than I probably was already. But that's what made you on my Mount Rushmore. Not that I'm the producer, but you helped. This kid's name's Aiden. He lives right down the street from me. And we still talk about it. We still have the apron that Tatum used and then he used. So it's awesome. I'm sorry. I had to interject.
No, I love it, man. Hey, we make people cry on the show, and you're about to make me cry again, Ty.
Right, cool.
But hey, thank you very much, man. There he was, producer Ty checking in. Hey, I made somebody's Mount Rushmore, and I'm happy to be on that one. But man, yeah, everybody here, we've got a lot of people out there that have contributed to where Texas barbecue is today. Big love. Absolutely. Corby, what's up? Oh, there he is. Aaron Leslie checking in. Aaron was on a lot of people's Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, he can easily be on a Mount Rushmore.
So this is going to be, shout out to Jared McCrory. I told y'all I had a funny story about Jared. Jared was the one to come up to me and said, hey, I'd like to see this Mount Rushmore thing. I've seen it on other shows. Let's bring it to our show and let's get people's perspective on who have influenced them, who is somebody they look up to or whatnot. And so Jared from Barefoot Cookers, if you don't know Jared's another, I don't know, he's an up and comer anymore. The guy he's walking all the time. And if you don't know Jared, he's the guy that's barefoot all the time, kind of like Barefoot Reagan. But this is Jared. Jared got a shirt from me. We were in the Tomball VFW, and it was Sunday morning after the cook-off. I had just woken up. It was about 8:30 in the morning. Imminent rain was coming in, so I knew I had to get up and get my stuff out of there. But Jared came in and was like, hey, I want one of your shirts. And I was like, okay, well, I've got them inside the trailer. And I was on a phone call with Diane, my wife. And so prior to that, because I was going to get up and start cleaning, I hooked up my Bluetooth to the speaker that is inside my trailer. And Jared, for those that don't know, he's a large man. Jared is a big boy. And Jared was bent over looking in the box of shirts And y'all seen this on social media. You know, the James Brown was like, wow, I feel good, right? To scare them. That speaker was right behind Jared. And I just blasted it. Wow, I feel. And Jared is a big guy. And to see him just jump and get
that trailer, huh?
He moved, I don't know, he probably took 20 steps and didn't move an inch. He was just like, just doing it.
He was running in place.
It was hilarious. Cracked. It was too early to be laughing that hard after just woken up, after being in the bunker the night before.
He's got to do that to you on Saturday morning.
Oh,
really.
my God. There he is right there, Jared. He's like, shit. Damn near fell out of the trail. No, you didn't move an inch, Jared. You moved. You had about 20 steps, but did not move an inch. But shout out to Jared. He
right there.
He wanted to have this. Jared. He wanted to have this Mount Rushmore segment, and so we're doing it. And I got one more segment. I said, rate my box, and I asked people to send in their box. I'm not even going to say who this is. What's
the scale? 1 through 10, or
it's just like a competition, right? So you have 7 through 10. 7 is a poor, 8 is a fair, 9 is a good, and 10 is an excellent. Okay, I got 3 boxes sent in, and I'm not going to say who the boxes are unless they want to reveal at the very end. But it's just going to be everybody, the Gooder gang right here. Put your initial reaction. You know, in a contest, you only have the boxes shown to you, and then it goes on to the next one. So you only have a few seconds to look at it, right? So put your initial score. 10 is excellent. You got good, you got fair, and poor. Good is 9. Fair is 8. Poor is 7. All right. So that's where we go. You sleep too much, Rob. I do. I sleep too much, and I'm proud of that. That helps my game. All right, here we go.
On Saturday morning.
The let me upload the last 2 because I had 3 brave souls. Only 3 of you guys. There's 50 plus people watching, and only 3 of you guys sent too much. Screw Judge 3, man. That guy, Judge 3, all over the place.
All right, did you post them already?
I'm about to.
Oh, okay.
I'm about to. I got to upload 2 more real quick, and then I will post them in box number 1. And it worked out. Hold on one second. And it worked out that we have 3 different boxes. We got a pork box, we got a chicken box, and we have a brisket box. And shout out to I'm not going to say, but thank you to the ones that were so brave to send them in.
Are these rookies or are they well-known?
No, none of these are rookies. Is it too late to enter? Yes, Louis. Next week you can join the Rate My Box segment. But here we go. Rate My Box. I'm going to put it up there for 10 seconds. That's all you get, and then you rate it. Box number 1.
Allah.
Hey, Ty, play some music in the background. That'd be fun right there. Guys, Gooder gang, you can rate that box right there. That is your box number 1.
Supposed to say something or no?
No, you can just put your score down, and then again, 10 is excellent, 9 is good, 8 is fair, and 7 is poor. I know he's being funny right here. 7, Judge 3. Cesar checking in from Smoking and Toasting Barbecue. All right, so I'll let the Gooder gang answer for just a few more seconds, and then I will ask the co-host and the guest of the evening their opinion. All right. Just a couple more times right now. 8 next to Judge 3. All right, here we go. The Gooder gang has chimed in. We've got one table of judges right here. We've got a 9. Sag Miller. We got a 9 from 9 Finger Cute. We got a 9 from Jared McCrory. Judge 3. Fuck that guy. Fuck Judge 3 right there. That's the 7. Judge 3's always screwing it up for everybody. Erica likes it, but she didn't vote, or she didn't score. Louis Gonzalez, a 9. Serge, a 9.
That's a straight up 10 by Erica.
Bell, okay, yeah, Erica, we'll give it a 10. We'll give her a 10. Ooh, 8. Corby, 8. Stacy, 10. That box was in Waco. All right, we got a 9. And then we got Oscar G3 with an 11. Okay, I'm gonna put the picture back up, and I want to ask you because this is helpful, right? I'm not gonna say the cook's name, and I will tell you this guy is winning. This guy is an established cook, and unless that person wants me to or own it, you can own it in the comments. I thought it was a good box. I would have. Okay, I didn't. Y'all got. I didn't get your scores, guys. I gave you the 10 seconds. Vincent.
Oh man, I probably would have given it an 8 to be honest with you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Kevin.
I would have given it a 9.
Okay. Let's put it back up there. What turned you off about this box?
The thickness and it's dry. It looks kind of dry to me.
Looks kind of dry to you. Let me see if I can go. I can't go solo.
The thickness of the pork's little. To me, that I would, if I'm a judge, and it's coming from a barbecue perspective, I'm going in there to judge. I'd say, big chunks like that, money muscle may be overcooked. So to me,
again, this is to help the fellow cooks out there. So whoever voted, if you want to explain why you gave it a 9, which 9's a good score, right? 9 is not terrible. Yeah. It's a good score, but it's not a 10. All right. So the thickness turned you off a little bit. I'm fine with the thickness. I think it's fine. And I'll tell you guys, I would have given that a 10. I would have given that a 10. I think it's fine. But let's go with Kevin. What did you think about that one?
I gave it a 9. It's a little dark for the outside is a little dark for me.
I'm trying to put myself in a judge's perspective, like the cuts in the middle, that can be the pre-trim, right? You want to get a clean slice in that middle. So maybe thinking back, and I'm being very technical as a competition cook, that slice right there might turn some people off. If you can get a clean cut, and that happens before you even put it on the pit, that's at trimming. You can get a clean presentation of that first 2 slices. That's a 10 all day, in my opinion. Maybe that cut turns off some people. That's a 9. So, all right, that's a good box right there. I'm liking this rate my box segment right here. What do you think, Ty?
Yeah, it's not bad.
I like it's good. All right, let's go. Let me pull this one down. The next one we have, and again, this is all for helping the fellow cooks out there. The next one is a chicken box. And again, of course, we can't see this in natural light. This is just a photo. And guys, don't send me like filtered pictures. Bill Purvis. Don't send me filtered pictures.
Bill Purvis pictures.
Yeah.
Skin looks different
Which
color.
Looks amazing. Bill's an amazing barbecue photographer. That should be his next life right there. All right, here's a chicken box. Again, 10 more seconds. Y'all know the scoring system. Here we go, right here. Boom.
I actually know whose box that is.
I doubt you know whose box that is.
No, I do know, because this morning I was
I'm
like,
gonna pull it down right now. Gooder gang, do your thing. And guys, y'all think about that real quick too. That box walked. I'm sure that box walked. That was a good one. Yeah, 10.
Yeah, it was a nice chicken.
Yeah. Oh, Louis. Louis giving the. Well, I'll let y'all keep going. Keep going in there.
8, huh? Dang.
So what do y'all think about this? It's pretty cool, huh? We're just trying to help.
Yeah.
We're not trying to dog anybody. We're trying to. Hey, it takes a lot for them to send that to me so that I can show the 50 plus people watching right now, the Gooder gang right there. Oscar 3G checking in with 11 again. Yeah. All right, we are gonna go right to it right now. Louis Gonzalez. Oh, where are we at right here? He was the first one in with a 10. Clay Wright a 9. And I'll put it back. Oh, no, hold up real quick. Y'all scores before I go to the Gooder Gang scores.
To me, that was a 10.
Okay.
That was a 10, yeah. On appearance.
I'd say it was a 10. I like it looked really nice.
All right. So
it was really uniform on the stripes too. Sometimes when people mess up, stripes are all messed up. I'm
going to put it back up for reference. Louis gives that a 10. Clay Wright, Brisket Cases gives that a 9. Bell Clark, 10.
What makes that a 9?
We'll ask him in a minute. Yeah, if you guys want to explain your scores right there. 9 finger, Ed. I might need a explanation on an 8. Smoking and toasting. I would like explanations on 8. Jason Sagmiller, 8. Too light. El Barrio gives it a 10. OG3s I want this guy on my table every time.
Yeah.
11. Bill Hine. Look at Bill Hine checking in. 9. Stacy Hell, 9. John Partita, 9. Joyce, 9.
Too light.
Heavy 9 all day. 9. Daniel Rodriguez with an 8. Jared, 8. Surge, 9.
Are there people that
9,
don't like
9,
it just
9.
because of the grill marks?
That's a good question. That is a good question. Vincent, who asked that question? Was that you, Vincent?
Yeah.
All
Are there people out there that don't like it just because of the grill marks? Even if it was darker, even if it was, prettier perspective, do the grill marks just turn you off right away?
How do you guys feel about the grill marks? Is it something that you like, something you don't? I will give this a 9, my opinion, and Jason Sagmiller, I'm thinking the same thing. It's a little light for my taste. I want to see a little darkness on this. The chart, the grill marks are great. To me, I think the judges look for when it's light. They not so much question it, verbally, but mentally they're like, is it done right? And if there's any tenderness, you're probably going to get scored poorly in your texture. My opinion. I could be way off base on this right here. All right, here we go. Here's some question. Too light, yeah. Smoking and toasting, same thing. Perfect jailbird mics, 8. Too light. Tiger stripes don't go all the way across. Okay, that's a 9 right there. I'm not a grill mark guy, and it looks grainy. Okay,
it does look a little grainy.
Great grill marks, just too light. And again, you only see this for 10 seconds, guys. So I enjoy a lighter looking bird, but learn darker bird wins. All right, Stacy Hale. I'm a little biased. We love grill marks, so I'm not comparing it to something. So I am comparing it to something I see every weekend. Okay. All right. There's a good comment right here. I gave it a 10. It's not oversauced. I like that too. It is baked in there.
Yep, I like that too.
Looks great if that's what you're going for. Good point. Fred's a politician. Looks great if that's what you're going for. Looks terrible if you did not want to go for that. Yeah. All right, we're going to pull this down, and we're going to go for our final Rate My Box. Hashtag Rate My Box. Let's pull it down.
Yeah, I would agree.
You got me on that one? Ty, can you pull that one down for me? And then we'll put up the final brisket box for 10 seconds. We do have a brisket box, ladies and gentlemen. And then we're going to wrap this show up. I'm going to
submit random people's boxes from Facebook.
We're going to wrap this show up in about 10 to 15 minutes. We'll probably go 2 hours with this thing because we have this one's probably going to go 5 minutes, and then we'll wrap up the show, and I'll introduce the next guest for next week. All right, Ty, whenever you're ready, go ahead and put that one up for 10 seconds, please. There's your brisket box, ladies and gentlemen. You got about 5 more seconds. Oh, or 2. There we go, right there.
Or 2.
Or 2. All right, so you got to look at the final box tonight. Gooder Gang, do your thing. Guys, initial thoughts on that first look at the brisket? You can be honest. This is what we're doing. We're not dogging. We're just helping.
A little dry.
It looked dry, uneven. If we're looking at presentation, that's the word we're looking for. It's a 7,
that's all we're doing is appearance right now. Presentation.
Yeah, it's a 7.
Kevin?
I probably would give it an 8.
Yeah. I like Vince. Vince is not afraid to throw it down. Just seven.
Man, this is competition barbecue.
Get away,
it's gotta
bro.
look. It's gotta look like competition.
Gone. 7.
Yeah, no,
Seven dry and uneven.
All right.
That guy with judges like, don't put that comment. Like, yeah.
I think this was Joseph. I think he was talking about the
chicken. Yeah,
chicken.
He was talking about the chicken.
He's talking about chicken. All right, here we go. Renee was the first in with a 7. 9 finger 7, uneven, dry looking. Got a couple dry comments. There it is right there. Yeah, bring it back up. Louis Gonzalez 7. Clay 8. 8. It
looks like they were in a rush to throw it in the box.
Yeah.
9. Hey, Bell, comment on why you gave it a 9, because it seems like the Gooder Gang is more on the lower end. We got 7, 7, 7,
Yeah.
8.
Fred has a good point of view on it, though. I think he's right on that.
I haven't got to Fred's comment. All right, looks like yes. I was gonna say pretty much the same thing. I think we get. Let me get those out of there. Bark is coming off slop. To me, that looks like a good backyard brisket. And a lot of these times as competition barbecue cooks, we try and make it look too perfect. And I get it. We're going for appearance scores, 10, right?
Got a shot there west of San Antonio.
And again, we only got a 10-second look at it. We only get a 10-second look at it. I'm getting a 30-second look at it. It's a solid 8 for me, only because the slices are uneven. If we're going for perfection, yeah, and I see that too, Jason. Bark is coming off a little sloppy, but I mean that's a good entry. But when you're talking competition barbecue and you're trying to be perfect, the unevenness to me doesn't work. Can we start over? No, Bill. We cannot start over because they tried, and I'm a score giver. He's too sweet. I don't know if it's the same Bell from last week. Bell last week was a touchdown. Bell last week was a straight 7.
Because Bell knows it's not beating him.
I guarantee last week Bell was a straight 7. That might be Tom commenting right there. Did that say Tom Bell? Whoever said it looks like it was rushed for time is probably right. Yeah, it happens, right? That's a good point. You get to the end, and if you want to own those boxes, go for it. I'm not going to call you guys out. But hey, thanks for sending those in. Again, it takes a big person to send the boxes in to let the Gooder Gang rate it. And the first ever hashtag rate my box, I think it went very well, and I enjoy that. I think we'll do that again. Bell and I were talking last week. We have another segment called "Don't Be That Guy," where we can talk about like Louis.
That's a good one.
Louis's got the
generator,
loud ass generator. It's like, don't be that guy. But hey, sometimes we can't help it, Louis. I'm not picking on you, bro.
When Kevin got started, he actually filmed my whole chicken process. I was like, who the hell's this guy?
Yeah,
filming
don't
me?
Be that guy.
I'm like, man. I'm just kidding. It wasn't Kevin.
I don't remember filming it.
It was someone else.
I would have been like, if anybody was filming anybody, you were filming me.
Yeah,
Eddie.
Joyce had to run them down. I was like, man.
Eddie's like, rate my never mind. Yeah. So Bella and I came with that idea. Don't be that guy. So we'll introduce that back, but I'll wait for her to get on the show.
Are you gonna post a picture of that guy?
Of that guy, yeah.
Of what, like if it's a loud generator, you take a picture of the generator and throw it up there.
Ed checking in from 9 finger. Hashtag rate my box is awesome, but no hashtag noisy neighbors.
We pulled up to a comp one time and our buddy's like, hey, pull up over here. We're parked there. It's like, tell me where you're not parked. I'm not parking next to that damn generator. Like, hell no, I'm not parking near you, man. No one's near you.
My first comp, we used a welder generator because we didn't have a generator that would run the trailer, and it was super loud, man. Yes. But I learned that for that one time. That's all it took. I was like, I think we messed up with that deal.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Louis like, Louis, where's Louis? There's great. I know I'll be the first motherfucker on that. Which you're loud. I haven't heard the generator, but apparently it's well known throughout the barbecue.
I heard it in Jerdenton. He was like 5 trailers down. I can hear it like it was at my window.
Shit.
I just didn't tell him.
Yeah, he was. I used to watch Rate My Box in my teenage years. Yes, I get it. I hear what you're saying. Hashtag. Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, look at that. Does he beat me? Apparently, Fred gives you a 10 and gives me a 7 on
Man.
We're not rating.
You got to grow it out a little further. That's why.
Yeah, and mine will be white if I did that. Champion generators matter. All right, guys. So thank you very much for being the co-host, Vincent. Hope you enjoyed that, man. What did you think so far, bub?
Man, I liked it a lot. I'm getting getting more used to doing this thing. So, I think it'd be better next time.
You're obviously chill.
I got to get the mic right. I swear I'm like yelling. Joy's like, you're yelling. I'm like, I know I'm yelling. It's the damn mic. But I'm more of a chill.
Well, I'm glad you're yelling because earlier you're like, yeah.
The mic was like way down here.
My name is Vincent.
It was that shotgun that got him going.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Chicken fried barbecue. I was in Tomball and still heard Louis' generator last week. And
waking up with PTSD from this.
I have nightmares still about it. We will do that next week, Rob and Ty. Look at her. I already got plans next week, Belle, but we will get this on there. Phil Breeden wins the beard challenge. I don't know, Kevin. Kevin, you're bringing it pretty hot and heavy right there with that dark beard with the fedora. You do have that Poe Meskin look. I'm loving it. More styles in barbecue. Let's bring producer Ty on real quick. Producer Ty, come on back on here, Bubba.
What's going on, gentlemen?
You got any nuggets from the show real quick? I'm going to pull down the you go right ahead.
Yeah, I was going to ask Mr. Hernandez. I really appreciated what you said about having the family be involved. Your wife and sometime your son helps, and then your daughter's the best cook. So that's the next generation coming up. But what got you involved in cook-offs, and then what made you want to have your family involved?
We got involved with. I've always liked barbecue. My wife, on the other hand, she likes barbecue. She likes to eat it. She just don't like the smoke smell. So kind of typical. But it's but she's starting to get into it a lot more now that she does it on a weekly basis. We were doing it with
and beans,
some good friends of ours when we first started, and my buddy, he couldn't kind of go. He couldn't. He works at a Chevy dealership, so he's always working on Saturdays. So it was really hard for him to kind of get off on Saturdays. So we couldn't cook as much as we wanted to together. So she started filling in for him while he was, every time he couldn't make it. So she started filling in, and then we just started doing it like that. And then my daughter started cooking in. Her first cook-off was in Concan, and she fell in love with it the first time. So.
How old?
She was 9.
Wow. Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she was 9. So she fell in love with it, and it's really this whole competition barbecue, man, has really brought us together. Kind of like, I don't know, man. It was meant for us to do this so we could come together in the way we are now. Our whole family is just like a lot closer now, just because of the barbecue.
I love it. Thanks. My son runs around these barbecues, and he knows people. He's made friends with some people. He's not really met a stranger, but he loves the culture. I love being around it. It's a very family-oriented, safe, fun environment. So I love it. Thank you very much, sir.
Oh, man, we love it too, man. It's an environment like no other.
There he was, producer Ty checking in backstage from his house. He's not at the Tomball VFW tonight, but I did say it, so y'all drink again. I saw Eddie's comment. We're going to play it right now. Play the clip, another Phil clip.
I'm Phil Breeden, owner and founder of LC Barbecue, and you're watching the So Smokin Gooder Show.
Can't let.
That's a good
Oh,
one.
it's pretty good, man. It's pretty good. I can't let Vincent go. Reggie, talk about your rubs real quick.
Yes, thank you, man. I'm so bad at promoting myself, but yes, we have our cow tipper rub, made for brisket, beef all around. That's what we got going right now. Should be in stores hopefully in the next 60 days. Been working really, really hard on the background. 60 days.
60. Okay.
Hopefully the next 2 months. Everything's pretty much complete. And we are working on our second and third. Second one is a new AP that we've been really, really working on. Kevin really likes it. And
don't tell him my secrets, dude.
I'll put it like this. I got 3 teams running it publicly and 3 teams that are running it all around Texas, and everyone's having really, really good success. So I've been really happy with that. We got a soft release on that one. And so if you would like a rub, reach out to us right now. And here eventually we'll be in stores probably in the next 60 days or so. So
that's awesome, man. Congratulations on that. That's pretty cool.
You.
You guys are introducing some rubs out there. We've got so we talked about styles. I forgot to mention Sag Miller. He's in the comments. He's got a style. It's all orange, but it's still his style.
Got that NASCAR going on.
My chrome highlights. They're not chrome highlights.
Kent. You definitely won't miss them. That's for sure.
No.
And his little yell at the end. That's a good style for him
woo.
Too.
Yeah, woo. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. We did the rate my box. We talked about an upcoming Don't Be That Guy segment. We introduced you guys to Kevin Hernandez tonight. We had Vincent Regino on as a co-host tonight. Talked about him doing the KCBS run right now, and Kevin continuing running in CBA. So it's been a great show tonight. I hope you guys took something out of this. It's always a good time. I do want to do a little self promotion right here. If you guys want one of these cool ass shirts, let me bring it back up right here. Cool ass shirts. Let's add it to the stream. Boom. We're gonna go solo. Right here. Oh, where'd the light go? Oh, there it is right there. Shout out to We Branded Promotions, Julie Stanley and Dustin Stanley over at the barbecue store in Hempstead. We've got the So Smokin Gooder Show limited edition Shut Up and Listen shirts. If you want one of these, reach out to me, Rob at Bull. And where'd I go? Or on Messenger. We can do that as well. And we get you one of these shirts because I'm waiting for my models. I got some models out there. They're supposed to be sending me shirts.
I'll model the shorts, not the
You'll model the shorts. Okay.
That'll be the 5-inch inseam, though.
We can handle that. Ty, play us out, my man, please. And next week on the show, we're going to be focusing on some Memphis in May. We're going to have Grant Pinkerton. He's not just a Memphis in May cook, but he is going to go up to Memphis in May. He is a Texas barbecue cook. He just recently grand champion the Alvin Music Festival. So this guy, you guys know Grant Pinkerton. Pinkerton's Barbecue in Houston. Pinkerton's Barbecue in San Antonio. He's not only a badass restaurateur, he is also a competition barbecue cook. He competes under the name Come and Eat It. So he will be our guest next week on the So Smokin Gooder Show. We'll be talking Memphis in May. He's going to go up to Memphis along with Bill Purvis. And so we're going to be talking Memphis in May next week. And then 2 weeks from now, Chris Schaefer from Heavy Smoke Barbecue. He's been on the show. He's hilarious. He's awesome. He's an accomplished cook. He's won the Jack. He is bringing on somebody that doesn't do a lot of these interviews. We are going to be talking with the GOAT, Mr. Darren Worth from Smokey D's Barbecue. He's on my Mount Rushmore of barbecue because all of he's done for barbecue. We're going to have Mr. Darren Worth with Smokey D's Barbecue. I can't wait for that. So you guys stick around for those 2 shows coming up, and we'll get Miss Bell back, and we'll do that Don't Be That Guy segment. All right, 2 hours in, 40 you got, 44 plus still watching. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. For Mr. Ty, producer Ty Cobb back there, we got Mr. Vincent Regino from Regi-Q, Kevin Hernandez, My Pits R Burnin. I am Rob Rocha, your show host, and we are out. Thank you very much. Y'all stick around.
See you later, everybody.